Starting game turn 25 of D-Day at Iwo Jima. We are a little bit more than a third of the way through the game, and I feel like we're about halfway across the island. This side of the island is bigger, it's got more positions, but we wiped out quite a few units. There's very few units left in the reserve, so we might, again, as I've been trying to play as much as possible, I'm trying to cut off communication as I hit some of these positions so that I can eliminate the units as opposed to having them retreat and go back into the elite units pile. Hopefully I will continue to be successful at that. There are times that it's just not going to happen. I'm not going to be able to surround the quarry, I don't think. This is where I feel I'm failing down here, is that I've, this stack here has been sitting here for, I don't know, gosh, 10 turns, or more without me doing anything to it. I lost the black positions and had to regain them. So whereas I think in the actual campaign, in World War II, they made more progress down here than they did up there at first. I'm doing kind of just the opposite, and I'm coming in. I came in up top with the 9th Regiment last turn, and so the 3rd Division is set up pretty strongly up top, and I've had to cycle out the 4th Division and cycle back in the 5th Division that took out Suribachi because the 4th Division was just getting pummeled down here. I don't feel the need to. One of the things is you have the 3rd Division or 3rd Regiment of the 3rd Division available to you at any time. If you bring them in, then it shortens the game. I don't feel like I'm going to need to do that, at least not yet. If I get down towards the end game and I'm starting to get, lose my replacement points and not be able to recover, and I've got a few left to go, I might need to bring them in. But the thing is, if I make that decision, I'm probably going to be up in here, and I got to bring them in there and move them across. So I don't know how effective that will be. So that said, I probably won't end up bringing them in. But we are in the morning phase. We have a full HQ phase this turn, and so let's see what we can do with that. We have no amphibious landing. We're not going to have any more unless, like I said, I do decide to bring in that 3rd Regiment of the 3rd Division. So that phase, the amphibious landing phase, is pretty much over. So HQ phase is when I can start divvying up replacement points. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm not going to do any replacement points for the 4th Division guys that are still out there. The only 4th Division guys I have still out there is this poor sap right here. And then this stack of officer heroes up here. I think that's, if I remember right, that's it. Everyone else I pulled off last in the nighttime turn. So I'm going to start getting those, because I'm down to 19 replacement points for the 4th Division. So if I get down to 14, then that triggers a change in the endgame conditions, and I don't want to do that. I think, though, I'm going to go ahead and just heal this guy up, just because if strange things happen and yellow gets a star, I could lose him. He's in the yellow steady field of fire. He probably won't get hit, but I just want to be sure and prevent that. So I'm going to give myself a replacement there. These guys up here in the 4th, I believe, are fairly safe. No, they're in intense field of fire of brown. So, but they're under the officer, so I can undisrupt them at any time. So even if they do get hit, and they're that guy is one down. But if I take a hit, it'd only be one, and it would be this guy with the 1 step loss. So it would go down to 2 step losses. So everyone will survive. So I think even if brown comes up and that stack gets hit, I'm okay. because they won't get disrupted. I can still move them off the line, and I can still take them off this turn. So I should be able to get all of 4th Division off this turn and start generating that full 12 points, replacement points. But let's see what the other divisions need as far as replacements. 5th Division here, everyone's full strength. These guys are disrupted, probably means someone got hit. No. Oh, that's right, I disrupted these guys with the artillery fire. So that's why they're disrupted. This 5th, it seems like I got 1 or 2 5th Division hit at some point. But I can't remember where. These guys haven't gotten into range yet, so they shouldn't be hit. Maybe it was up here. Maybe not. I guess 5th Division is okay. I could have sworn I took at least 1 hit in the 5th Division at some point on accident. But I guess I didn't. Alright, well that's good. 5th Division's full strength. I don't have to do any replacement points for them. This guy over here? Yeah, it was this guy. Okay. So I'll do that. Let's get him healed up. So that's 1 5th Division replacement point. Brings them down to 46. Not bad. 3rd Division, I think I probably have some casualties up here. This stack here almost... Oh yeah, this is the one that got ambushed. Alright. Yeah, so 1 and 1. That's fine. I thought they were down farther, but I think that was the one that I got pretty lucky in the close combat. So that's 2 replacement points for 3rd Division. These guys are okay. Up here, they're all okay. So it might be just those 2 guys. Maybe over here. Yeah, okay, there's a guy. Took a hit. What do I have in this stack? Oh, and I have an engineer that took a hit. So let me do an engineer point in a 3rd Division point. And then I think we're good. Still got 50 points for 3rd Division. I still have 21 for engineers and 20 for tanks. I've done a pretty good job of keeping my tanks healthy. I think I figured it out last turn. I think I've lost all 4 of my engineers for the 4th Division. Those poor those poor saps. Let's see. Yeah, so I think that's all. Did I look at this stack here? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I think that's all the replacement points I need to expect. Oh, there's another engineer that's hit. That's a 4th Division. Oh look, it's a 4th Division engineer. Why didn't I take him off last turn? I'm going to say I took him off because I don't need him there. That's not in field of fire, so I could have taken this guy off. So let me do that. I'm just going to go ahead and heal him up and take that engineer replacement point. I haven't healed the guys over here yet because again I'm gaming a little bit and trying to make sure that I don't. I'm going to heal them when I gain the additional replacement points. So that, I'm toying with the numbers to make sure I don't go below 14. Whether that's right or not, I don't care. That's the way I'm doing it. Alright, so that's it for that. Can I garrison? All of these headquarters moved down. My 23rd can now reach to 4. This 26th, 27th, and 28th can now reach to 3. The 9th is still at 2. So with that said, where is 23rd? And can they... Oh, 23rd is the 4th Division. I pulled them off. That's right. All of these guys. Never mind. They don't exist out there right now. I pulled all these HQs off. So that's that. So that doesn't look as good now. I don't have far-ranging HQs, but my 26th, 27th, 28th from the 5th Division that I brought in now have an additional reach. So these black positions, it would be nice if I could fortify them, but they're still in field of fire of the quarry, so I can't do that. Where are my other headquarters? Are they up here? No. Where are my other headquarters? 27th is here. I know 28th is down here somewhere too. Come on. I don't know where my other headquarters is. There's 26 up there. I don't know where 28 is. Is it under here? Yeah, there it is. Okay, 28 is right here. So 26, 28, and 27 can reach 3. Again, I don't, because those are under. Okay, so the reds I can now garrison because I took the blue position. So we'll garrison those bad boys. I think that's the only thing I gained as far as the range. And then I've got the green, or the green, the 21st I had just moved, so I can flip them. And this is the dilemma I had last game. I don't think I'm going to flip them. I think I'm going to move them again this turn because I want them to continue to move up. But I do have the 9th, which is still at 2, and the 9th I put right here. So these guys can be, I mean, technically I don't sit in that, but I control it. So I think that means I can go ahead and garrison that because it's not under field fire of anything that could hit me. So that's garrisoned. This is still 3 away. I don't own that yet. Oh wait, is this in purple field of fire? Yeah, it is. Never mind. I can't garrison that yet because this guy still exists. Alright, well, no worries. I'm still all over that area, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, so that's garrisons. That's replacement points. I transferred last turn, so I don't think I need to transfer any this turn. I did move that engineer. I think that's it for the headquarters phase. I mean, my plan is always move HQs at night, flip them in the morning so that they're never just sitting up for a turn and not doing anything. But because we had that rain event last turn that limited my movement from 2 to 3, I don't think it's wise to set him up here because he's still going to end up being too far away. So I think I'm probably going to move him up to this red position here this turn, and then I'll set him in the evening. So he'll have to sit. And maybe it's good that I'll get two movement turns out of him. Maybe I'll move him even farther. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So that is that. Now we move on to the event phase, which is, what are we? We're on the 26th of February now. So it's still 25. So tunnels. Once again, a new event. And I don't think I'm going to like this one because I think it's going to plant somebody behind my line. One Japanese unit that is out of communication is considered back in communication if it is within 6 hexes of a Japanese position that is in communication. Place a blank counter on top of the position to signify this. Well, I don't have a blank counter. Something that's out of communication is considered in communication for this turn if it's within 6 hexes of a Japanese position. Do I have any like that? Excuse me. I don't. I don't have any that I've cut off. Is it position? Excuse me. That's the thing. There you go. Okay. No, it's a Japanese unit. It's not position. It's a Japanese unit. Because if it was a position, you might be able to say, well, like this one here. is in communication, so it could have a letter action happen there, or reinforce or something like that. But it says unit specifically. I don't have any units that I've cut off communication for, so that ends up being a non-event. Alright, let's see what we have here for the fire phase. We have purple star, we have blue reinforce and all of that, and then we have just straight up green. I don't think this is a bad card. I don't think we have any active, well, we have the one active purple position up there that's just going to get undisrupted. But there's no letter action to the purple. There's only one letter action on this card, and that's not a bad thing, especially if we don't have any other positions that can hit us with the purple. So let's go around and figure it out. Nope. Yeah, so that's it. The only thing that's happening with the purple action is this guy's losing his disruption, which I can handle because I can try to barrage him and get rid of that close combat depth marker, and then maybe, well, then I can't hit him this turn. Well, we'll see. I might. Close combat on this one will be 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. I don't know that I like that, so I think I'd like to try to eliminate that depth marker prior to. And I think, well, let me. I don't want to jump phases here. I'll figure out what I want to do with that guy when I get to my action phase. So that's it for purple. So blue, we have the resupply, redeploy, reinforce action. So resupply is place a depth marker and fire. These guys already have depth markers, so they are just going to fire. And I don't think they have anybody in their intense field of fire, so it's just steady. This guy isn't even in that. So it's circles. There's a circle, he's within range, so he's going to get hit. Unfortunately, I left him kind of sitting out on the wing there when I had to flank this. Well, I didn't have to flank him, but I wanted to cut him off. So anyway, he gets hit and disrupted. And that's one. Got no circles there. I've got a circle there, so this guy gets hit and disrupted. So that's 2. Oh, he was there. These guys aren't in range anyway. And this group here, no circles there, just tanks and heavy weapons. So that's it, just those 2 get hit from that blue position. Not horrible, I guess. Oh, did I look under here? Yeah, I did. Alright, so that's that blue position. Is there another blue position that's within firing range? No. Alright, so the next R is redeploy. Move 1 unit closer to an empty position hex, and then if it's in position, fire. So this blue here has nowhere to move, so he won't move because it's got to move within 3 hexes. It can't move farther than 3 hexes, so it couldn't like move here. This blue here will move closer. The only one it can reach is 1, 2, 3 to that green position. This blue here has nowhere to move within 3 hexes. And that's it. Alright, and then we have reinforce, which is anything within unoccupied within 3 hexes. Place a reserve and a depth marker and do not fire. I don't know that I have. Yes, I do. Oh my gosh. This guy's behind lines, but look at that right there. I've got that position right there. Will regular depth. We'll take a guy, but he will not fire. So that means I really need to hit. That's priority number 1 right there. It's hitting that guy and at least revealing him and disrupting him this turn, which I'll have decent amount of firepower there, so hopefully I can do that. Yeah, so that's it for the R action. Now the green is just a standard hit. And I think I took that green position there. So there's no other green positions in the area around me that can hit. So that's it. That's it. So what? I took 2 hits and I got 1 resupply right next to me. So that wasn't horrible. All right, second event phase. Oh, by the way, event phase, I'm gonna cull. All I have up there is 2 depth markers. This guy doesn't have a partner, so he doesn't get culled, so I have 2 depth markers. Mix them up. Put one out of play, put the other one back in the cup. So there we go. I have culled in the morning phase. And again, thankfully, I think a lot of that is I have been taking some units out here and there. They've either been not elite or I've been able to cut off the elite. So normally I would look at that and go, gosh, I only have 1 unit. That means I haven't been hitting anybody. But I feel like I'm making pretty good progress up in here currently. So I think I'm doing all right. All right, so now second event phase. 225 Japanese reinforcement. Seems like all of those lovely naval events I was getting, where I was getting extra naval points, were happening early on. Don't seem to be many down in the later days, apparently. So Japanese reinforcement. That means 1. Is it 1 or is it 1 in each? Well, it doesn't matter because I'm only in Sector 3 where there's units. Japanese reinforcement. Add a Japanese unit to the nearest vacant position adjacent to U.S. unit. Oh, so it's not even. It's just add a unit. I thought it was going to be a depth marker, but it's just add a unit to the nearest location that is next to. So that's going to be E8 up there. That's the only thing I'm next to. Thankfully, it's not this one. I really don't want to fill that. I want to get there before that gets filled. So yeah, it's going to be E8. Gets the very last replacement unit. It doesn't say add a depth marker, just a unit. And I guess the very last one goes there. So that's not bad because I can, and that was the event. So now it's my action phase. I can surround this. I can move like these guys over here, and then I control both of these. I can hit that guy, and then he's gone. I mean, I should be able to take that 1 unit out with ease, with massive firepower, and he'll be gone. And then he won't go back into the elite units pile, and I've effectively eliminated all of the elite units. I only have 1 sitting and waiting up there. That's empty now. So as I start taking things out, as long as I can surround him, I mean, there'll be a couple that I can't. Like that guy that just came in up there, the blue guy, I'm going to have to hit him. If he's elite, which he will be elite, he's going to go back up there and he may come back. But right now, I'll be able to take some empty positions. So I might be able to move in and, start moving across and not allowing other things to come in. Although I think there's not a whole lot that's empty up there. I got that green position group right there. I should probably try to jump into there pretty doggone quick with the grouping that's over there, but I have the one guy there to hit first, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to get there before there's additional units. We'll see. All right. So let's do that. That's the easiest stuff to think about is the guys up there, the new guys that came in that I now need to hit. So let's go ahead and figure that out and do that. When in the morning phase, I reset my artillery down. I gave myself the additional points of naval point and airstrike point. I was down to 2 each. I back up to 3. I got all of my. I've been really bad about using artillery. And I was thinking about that right before I started the video, or maybe I said it on the video. I don't know. I'm getting to an age where I don't know. I don't remember whether I just thought something or whether it actually popped out of my mouth or not. But I was thinking that I'm really bad at using artillery points, and I really need to. I really need to start just adding artillery points, like 1 or 2 artillery points to each firefight. just in case there happens to be a depth marker with an artillery requirement. Plus, to give me a couple extra points just in case it's a high, you know, I need that extra strength. I don't know. So, I mean, technically I should be seeing if there's any naval strikes I need to make. I don't know. Well, I guess, yeah, I probably want to try to make one down here and eliminate that depth marker. Do I have any tanks in the area? I got these tanks here that can fire on them. Everything else I think is that my tanks are up top there. I think 1, 2, where's my throw? Yeah, 1, 2, 3. And these two, because I couldn't move them over the bluff, so they have to move along here, along that road. So that's the only ones that can hit here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I mean, do I need to go ahead and try to use a naval strike on him, just for the heck of using a naval strike on him? Yeah, let's do that. Let's use a naval hit on this guy. Try to see about eliminating that depth, because if I had more tanks in the area and I could hit them multiple times, I might think about just doing that and saving the naval. But right now, like, I need to try to do everything I can to get rid of that depth marker. So naval, I want to see a triangle. And that is a, what is it? That is a purple position. So I want to see a purple triangle in order to get rid of that depth marker. Look at that. A purple triangle. Dang, if that isn't lucky. I've had enough non-luck with my barrages. It's nice to have a little bit of luck. So that, I wonder if there's artillery there. Nope, there's not. Darn it. That would have been cool, because we would have gotten a whole shebang with the artillery hit and the depth marker and all of that. But most importantly, he is disrupted, and that close combat requirement is gone. So now I can just flat out hit that guy, and he will go away. And I think now that I've done that, I can move these guys over here so that I control those 2 hexes, and then hit him with, that's over a bluff. Ew, well, I don't know. We'll see. I might be able to swing these guys in, and those guys, and maybe just move the 8 strength unit over. Well, let's go ahead and, I don't know why I'm saying maybe when I can do that right now. So I want to at least move this guy over here, because then I own that, and he can't retreat. So now let's see what kind of firepower I have. I need flamethrower, I need machine gun. I have that. I can literally get that with just these 2 here. So I need to get 9 strength. I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's an engineer. He has no range. So I can make these guys go over the top here. And I've got them. Now, I'm only going to hit him with one of these guys, though, because I want to move into that green position, and that'll take out some artillery. I want to do this now because there's no units left in the reserve, so I can do it for free. Alright, so I move that guy. These guys hit. Boom, boom, boom. One of those guys out there. Flamethrower, machine gun, he's dead. Elite unit is out of the game. That's the way we want to do it. So then I'm going to slide, let's see. I use that guy, I use that guy, and I use that guy. Let's slide this engineer up into here to hold that position. We'll slide this engineer here and this guy in here over the bluff. That's the last he can move. That way I'm not I know I'm stringing them out. I like to keep the stacks, but at the same time, this way I don't have to worry about the rating, because he's covered. Actually, I don't think I would need to worry about the rating anyway, because it's within like 2 hexes or something like that. So he should be okay, right? Let me pause and look at rating. I just want to make sure I put these guys right. Yeah, okay, so it's simply occupied hexes more than 1 non-US hex adjacent, and then fewer than 2 non-disrupted US hexes within 2 hexes. So they're fine. I can move that engineer up over there because he's got more than enough buddies that are within 2 hexes to prevent the raiding. That way I at least have a little bit of strength there in case something wonky happens with this green spot. Because I can't get to that. There's no way I can jump in there because of the bluffs. I use this guy, I use this guy, I use that guy, I use this guy. So there's no one I can move over there. I wish I could. But in so doing that, I destroy another artillery. So that's nice. I got that going for me. So that brings the Sector 3 artillery down to 21. If I get lucky and I don't draw an R or an A or anything for green on the next turn, then I'll be able to move into that other one and defeat that as well, or knock out that artillery as well. So that was nice and free and easy. Okay. And again, I didn't use an artillery point, but I didn't need to. I knew that because he was flipped, so I didn't need to. All right, let's go up and tackle this blue guy, and I'm going to throw the works at him. Oh, wait, I forgot to use my naval point. I just marked that off. All right, so this guy over here, I got a free shot at him here with 11. And then I got half strength here, which is 8, so that's 19. What's the worst that can happen here? Say they have 7. I suppose I could have 8, but let's just go with 7. 19, so if I throw 2 points of artillery at him, I should be okay. 2 points of artillery will give me 21. Yeah, let's do that. 3rd Marine, we're going to use 2 points of artillery, so that gives me 21 strength going into there. I got all the weapons, so about the only thing that can prevent me from hitting that in full is naval requirement. But all I can do is reveal and get rid of the depth marker right now. I can't fully defeat them, which I figured out last turn, that if it's 3-1 and they're unrevealed, the best I can do is eliminate the depth and disrupt, which is, which is what I want to do. So, all right, reveal this guy. Good. I saw the F and I thought, oh crap, he needs flanking, but he just needs flamethrower and machine gun. I don't know if maybe we cycled through all the flanking guys, because I haven't seen flanking. Knock on wood, I don't want to see flanking because that ruins every attack. But it seems like that hasn't been coming up. Watch, the depth marker is going to have flanking. Yeah, I've just jinxed myself. All right, so I have the weapons. So now it's reveal. Close combat, sweet. It wasn't flanking, it was my other favorite thing. So that bumps me down from a 3 to a 2, but I was over here. Oh, wait, no. Japanese unit and unrevealed depth marker. I didn't even have to reveal that, because guess what? Before any of that happens, the depth marker is eliminated and the Japanese unit is disrupted. So, see ya. But that depth does go, it is in communication, so it does go back up there. That's fine though, because I can hit this guy and I can defeat him next turn, and he's not going to fire at me. Alright, so that was these guys and that was these guys. So now I got to hit this guy with this grouping here. Now I might as well use my tanks because they're there, although if I don't use them I can move them. But where do I move them to? I guess they just continue along the road. Sure. So what do I hit this guy with? I've got 8 coming over the bluff here. 16 divided by 2. I've got 8 coming over the bluff there. That guy really can't be more than a 4. So I want to get 12 on him, and I want to hopefully have the weapons. Now unfortunately, if this guy does need flanking, I've already used these 2. So I would not have that. But let's go ahead and hit him with the tanks. Sure. I never used any of the tanks. I was able to hit the one guy with the naval barrage, so I never used my tanks to barrage. I guess I don't want to move them too fast. I don't want them to be on the front lines. So yeah, let's hit them with the tanks. That'll be, and I don't know, do I have tanks if they go over the bluff? If I fire tanks over the bluff, I guess it's all, what, it's, where are you? Bluff hex side. Bluff hex side. US units attack strength is halved. Alright, so it's no matter what, even armor, their strength is halved. So, this stack would only be 4. So that would be 8 plus 4 is 12. If it's a 4 strength, then that's the highest it could be. So yeah, let's just do that. These guys attacking, these guys attacking. That's 12 strength coming into here. Let's see what we got. And it needs close combat. It is a 4 strength. I went from 3 to 2. Japanese unit alone. He's disrupted. So these Japanese guys sure do like the close combat. Alright, so I wasn't able to take that position. Alright. So that's it up there, except for movement. Where do I want to move these guys? I mean, these guys, I can't just keep them there. They need to move along. So let's go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, where's the other 2s? Oh, they're down here. How did they get down there? Alright, let me move these guys then instead on the tanks. Alright, because this is just tanks and a command post. Alright, so these guys will move on top of here, so they're with the guys they're commanding. The 3s will move along the top. And then the heavy weapons and the engineer, 1, 2, 3, I'll move along with them. These aren't garrison yet, but they're behind my line. So I think I'm okay, unless there's an infiltration. So I will definitely want to get those garrisoned up rather soon. Although they're far enough away, I don't know if it matters. Anyway, alright, so that grouping up there moved. I can, yeah, what the heck. Let me grab these tanks. And we'll move them up over here underneath these guys. Right, because disrupted units, he's not gonna project muff fire, right? Shoot, I gotta look at muff. Hang on. It says right here on page 18 under muff fire, U.S. unit that moves directly from intense field of fire to an occupied, undisrupted Japanese position group intense field of fire of an occupied, undisrupted Japanese position group into another intense field of fire projected. Yeah, so it's got to be undisrupted for muff to take place. I have disrupted them, so there is no muff. Alright, here's an interesting thing. As I was moving along, I mean, I've got this guy, he's not surrounded. Yeah, he is now. Because I own that, these guys are here, so they own that. So yeah, when I take this guy out, he is not going to retreat. He's got nowhere to go. So I'm okay there. Alright, now, one dilemma I have is that I have to attack an airfield position, otherwise all the airfield positions get depth. And there's a lot of depth still in there. So there'll be a lot of units coming out. So it's just, it keeps me moving. It was, there were a lot concentrated in here, and that was fine. I was able to hit those. Now they're a little bit farther away. And so, these guys are not airfield. These guys are. Ooh, so that means I got to start moving down into here and hitting these guys. That means I have to close combat them. Well, nuts. In order to prevent these guys from getting depth markers, I have to hit one of them. I guess this guy moved at some point, because I know when I had the airfield objective thing, I had to fill all of the airport
and adjacent. So I think that means there has been some movement. Yeah, like these guys moved from here to here. There must have been one that moved out of here and moved somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, so how many more airfield positions do I have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Technically 7. And then that airfield thing moves from 3 to 4, and it's just this one. And then there's only one position on that airfield right here. So if that gets a depth marker, so be it. This is difficult now because these guys are disrupted. Although my officer, well, no, the officer is at the end of the phase. He can undisrupt things. I think it's, yeah, they can undisrupt anything in their stack at any time, but they can't undisrupt other things until the end of the action phase. So these guys can't do anything. I have to try to hit the red, otherwise, and to do so, it's putting me in the intense field of fire, that black. So is it worth it? Do I just go ahead and let them get depth? I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, it's coming high time to make some decisions here. I think these guys are going to have to move in on blue. Let me think about the whole conundrum over here. Because if anyone's going to hit this guy, it's probably going to be them. But they would take some muff fire getting down there. I think I'm just going to have to let that airfield objective go. Because I didn't set myself up to continue on. I was hitting these, but I didn't move these guys in close enough to then, make these guys my next priority. And this is an ugly spot here. But it's going to get uglier if I give them all depth. Did I sacrifice some guys? Because the other thought is that I could jump these guys over here. They would take some fire, and I could close combat these guys if they can avoid drawing a red. Because they go from here to here, it's not a big deal. They go from here to here, they're not going they're going from steady to intense. I have to look at muff again because I think it's just from intense to intense. So hang on, let me look at that again and let me think this out. Alright, so basically what could happen is this. I could take these guys over here. They will, going from field of fire to field of fire, they would take muff fire here. They would take muff fire again, jumping over here. But I could jump into close combat. That would satisfy. But then let's say I win this battle. I'm sitting in black intense field of fire. They will take a definite hit. If I take muff going in, I may have to leave a unit there if it gets hit. And he's still in black field of fire. So that is a huge gamble. And I would basically be sacrificing a unit group, and I may end up losing another engineer. And I may suffer my first casualty with the hero just to come in here. Now, on the good side is if I'm able to get in here and if I'm able to win the close combat and remain in this position, he'll get hit, but he's an NCO, and so he'd be able to undisrupt. And then maybe I just go one at a time. I see how far he survives before he dies and try to take him out. And then he's a super decorated hero at the end of the war for taking that on single-handedly. Maybe bringing guys behind him. I don't know. Maybe that's the call. I've been cautious to this point. I got to try to do it because that's a lot. If these guys get depth, it's going to be extremely hard. I was going to swoop these guys down here and try to take blue, because I got to do that too. I mean, I got to come over here. I got to start hitting these guys. So these guys have got to move in. But I think I have to try. I think I have to try. So they're going to hop here one at a time. Yeah. So I mean, these guys are disrupted, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to hop here. That'll take infiltration. So I don't want to see a red. No red. Okay, so they're good there. And then their third move will be to hop over the bluff into their position. And that triggers muff again. Okay, okay. Gamble pays off. Well, at least for now. We'll see how it works later on. So I'm close combating. I've got 6 pips plus a flamethrower plus a hero. So that is 4 cards for me. And he does not require close combat, but he is a 4 strength. So that is 2 cards for him. Alright, if I see that reinforce event again, I'm just, it'll be table flipping time. No, it won't. I'm not that type of guy. Alright, so here we go. I don't want to see red. Red. US fire and counterattack is not a counterattack. Alright, so my guy takes a hit. He'll end up undisrupting because of the NCO. But he takes a hit. I lose a card. No red. CC, Naval Artillery Blast. I think that's could be good, could be bad. Draw a card from the deck. If the card does not show the color of the CC hex, no event. If the card shows both the color of the CC hex and the target symbol for any US unit, remove 1 step from that US unit. If no US unit in the close combat have the target symbol shown on the card, eliminate the depth marker from the Japanese elite force. If no depth marker, eliminate the Japanese unit. Alright. So I have a diamond and I have a triangle. So basically the best outcome here would be to get a red circle. The second best outcome here would be to not see red at all. Otherwise I'm taking a hit. Yeah, I got a red diamond. Well, crap. Alright, so stupid Navy misfired. Alright, I don't think I lose a card on that though. So, alright, this guy goes, it's no red. So I got 2 cards left. I want to see 2 reds here. I see no red. I got a red. Alright, well, he's disrupted. I have satisfied my attack. This guy gets... I got 2 hits on this stack. And I have to retreat now. You know what? He should have taken my fire from the blue too. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna move him back here, because then at least he's not an intense field of fire from the black. It's right next to the blue. Could be bad in a number of ways. But this is a horrible place to be right here. Because you got yellow intense, you got black intense, you got red intense, and you got blue intense. That guy's gonna get ripped up. I don't know if that was smart, but I did it. Alright. So, now what? Now what? These guys lose their disruption, that's all they do. These guys lose their disruption, that's all they do. Am I moving in here? Am I moving in? I could try to jump into that yellow position. Ugh. And then just hit them. And then they're revealed, and then I can start barraging. Where are all my tanks? I got a tank stack there. I got a tank stack here. That's not within range. I need to get them within range. They can't drive over the bluff though. Shoot. Where's my other tank stack? Should have 3. Is this them? Yeah, that's them. Alright, so how close can they get? They cannot get very close. Well, I suppose I can get here. Yeah, that's probably the place to be. Let me move these tanks down underneath here so that they're in position to barrage. Alright, what happens if I was to take that one single heavy weapons unit and bring him down there, and he's going to be like way outnumbered? Limited step, 1 unit disrupted, Japanese gain 1 def. It can't gain anything else, but I would start revealing things. So even if I get 1 to 3, moving that heavy weapon unit, I could sacrifice him just to get this dude revealed so I can start barraging him. Hate to do that, but the heavy weapons is probably the one to do it with, because if he goes down, he doesn't count against my catastrophic losses, and he has a clear path. But he would have to jump in here and hope that I don't draw a yellow. But there's no more units. Okay, so that's the call. There's no more units that can come into here from the reserve. So now's the time to do it, because he can get a clear shot. I mean, he's going to take muff fire going to here and then going to here. But I got to try to move. I got to try it. I got to try it. As I want to reveal these guys so I can start barraging the crap out of them. Try to get those fortifications down. Yeah. Yep. That's what we're doing. Alright. So moving here. Got a yellow. He got hit. Wait. Is it, hang on. Is it just the color, or does it need the symbol as well? Is it just the color, or does he need the symbol as well? Hold on a sec. Here's the thing. It's resolved like normal fire. The thing is, if he moves from here to here, that's technically 1 hex movement. So that wouldn't trigger. So that shot came when he moved from here to here. And he got hit. So now he's adjacent. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot. If I close, because what I'm trying to do is close combat these guys, right? That might not. That might be a bad decision. Anyway, these guys take a hit. They get disrupted, but they're in that position. I now own that position. Is currently. We'll see how long that lasts. But now what can I do? Should I jump over with someone else and hit him with close combat just to get him revealed? Because if I hit him with close combat with all of these things is going to be ugly. They're going to get a crap ton of cards. Somebody might die. Somebody might die. Do I have an engineer I can sacrifice? I do not. I got to get them revealed though. It's an ugly, ugly stack. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see, I can't get there with these guys. I could close combat him. Might be an interesting move. Move here, I take muff. Well, I mean, I'm committed now. I've moved this poor sap in here, and he's just hanging. So I've got to move other people in. I've got to back him up and hope I don't draw a yellow. So he's here now, so that means muff won't happen. Alright, let's move this guy. Let's cover that up. Do I go ahead and move this stack over here? I mean, heck, do I move over here and then try to close combat that? That might be not a bad call, but I would take muff from both yellow and blue jumping into here. He's pretty well protected. A lot of discussion on this video. Lots of discussion. I'm figuring out what to do. This is difficult. Alright, well, I just gotta hope for the best. I've got to... Let's see. Let me do this. I gotta move these guys off. So... This is 126. Where's his buddies? Is this his buddy? Yeah. Where's the other guy? Where's the other 126? Where'd he go? Oh, is he under here? Is he this hero? Yeah, he is. Okay. So, these guys got to remain close with them. I'm just going to leave them there, holding that position. This guy here is a 226. Where's his buddies? They're up here. How did he get stuck down here? How did they get removed? Alright, let's... What to do? $326. One hex. One hex. These guys pull back over here so that I can take them off. This is a tactical nightmare. I don't know what to do. $228. Okay, let's do this. There will be some switcheroos here. These guys moving into here and taking over that position, and these guys falling back to link back up with their pals. 1, 2, 3. These guys will move over to here to maintain the line. They'll stay here to stay out of brown field of fire. And then do we surround blue? Do we surround? I have to move them in. I gotta hope that I don't draw stuff. I have to move them in. These guys, yeah, I just moved these guys down, I think. So yeah, all right. These guys move in on top of here, I guess. I don't want to overstack that. Was it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? They move here. If I try to jump in here, I take muff from both blue and yellow, so I can't do that. So if I move them here, they're at least supporting. I could close combat here and only potentially take muff from yellow, and then I could reveal them. I gotta reveal them. I have to. So yeah, let me think about this. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be brutal. They're gonna take a lot of hits, but I'll reveal them, and for two reasons. I want to do this. First of all, it's a maximum of 5 cards. They're going to get a lot of this. They've got 1 card per unit, 1 card if fort, hilltop, rocky wood, or tank, whatever. 1 card for each close combat, force, strength, etc. But a maximum of 5 cards. That's all they're going to get, no matter what. And if I get lucky enough, eliminating fort by close combat, and each close combat step of a fort is treated like a unit. Fort steps are always eliminated before Japanese units and depth marker. So here's the thing. I jump into close combat, I reveal the whole shebang, and I hit the forts first. So I could reduce the forts, I wouldn't reduce the units. But I have to reveal this. I mean, it's got to be done. Units have to be sacrificed. That's the way war works. All right. Well, these guys have got to jump into here, and that's going to be muff. So, okay, good. Oh, look, and a reinforce. So they won't get that. All right, but there'll be 3 more in this stack. So this is huge right here. This is huge. They get 6 cards. But I get to reveal the whole thing. So I got a 2 demolition, tactical reinforcement. Okay, so, and I'm already occupying that, so, alright, that could be not too bad. Class 2. Alright, now what happens if I jump in and I reveal the forts and say that side is shoot. What if I jump in and that side is blocked? Can I do that? Or do I just get disrupted? Position with a fortification marker is considered a Japanese occupied. Position is occupied solely by a fortification marker, blah, blah, blah. Only normal terrain restrictions and stacking rules prohibit how many U.S. units may enter the force. Only normal terrain restrictions and stacking rules prohibit how many U.S. units may enter a fort hex to conduct close combat. Well, that's about solely occupied by. I gotta hang on. I'm running out of room here, and I don't want to. I'm gonna pause so I can read this. So I'm not wasting tape space. All right. So I think so when a U.S. unit attacks an unrevealed fort, the obstructed hex size may be such that the unit attempting to stack. So if I jump in and the side is blocked, then I'm disrupted, regardless of whether it's a regular attack or a close combat attack. But at least I get to reveal it. I've already revealed 1. But it says here, where does it say? During close combat, if all depth markers have been eliminated, but a fort still exists, fortification is treated like a unit, must be eliminated. So depth markers and stuff are eliminated first. But over here, it says in each close combat step, a fort is treated like a unit. Fort steps are always eliminated before Japanese units and depth marker. Which is it? Alright, so sorry. That family came home and my door was open and had to pause as they walked right in and said, "Hey Dad, how you doing?" So anyway, so yeah, is it is it forts first or is it units first? It's contradictory. I don't know. But anyway, so I revealed this fort here. I got tactical reinforcements. So this goes away. Well, here's the thing. What happens with tactical reinforcements when there's no more reinforcements? I guess this depth marker just flat out goes away. That's not horrible. Alright, so then I reveal this fort. And if this fort blocks me, then I got to back up. Okay. Good. I have that side open with both forts. So now I reveal the unit and a depth marker. None of them have close combat, but it doesn't matter because that's technically 5 units, so that's 5 cards for them. I get 3. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a yellow position. This is might hurt. So I got to decide, am I taking the forts first or am I taking the units first? Because again, contradictions. One part of the rule says, where did it say? Yeah, if forts still exist, if all depth markers have been eliminated, but a fort still exists, it's treated like a unit and may be eliminated in that close combat using normal procedures for eliminating a unit for each classification step it possesses. So it'll still step down like normal. But then this one says forts are always limited for Japanese units and depth marker. I'm going to go with that. The fort sides are going to be eliminated first. Although I think disruption has to come first. So, but first they hit me. I don't want to see a yellow. No yellow. Okay. Please give me a yellow. No yellow. Reinforce. Well, crap. Really? Reinforce this? I just got rid of a frickin' depth marker. Oh, man alive. That's like the worst reinforce ever. Oh, I got armor depth finally. What happens now? I'm in close combat and they got armor depth and they're in a quarry. How can the armor get out of there? Oh my gosh. I don't even know. I don't even, you know what? I can't even fathom that right now. That would blow my brain up. I just got to get a regular depth marker. I'll deal with armor later. Alright, so there is the depth marker that goes there. Alright, well that sucked. No yellow. Give me at least one yellow to disrupt these jokers. Okay, good. They're disrupted. At least I got that going for me. They lose a card. Yellow. I get hit. I lose my last card. That's the best I could do. So he's hit, disrupted. They got 2 more cards left. No yellow there. No yellow there. Okay, so 1 hit. 1 disruption. And I'll just put him underneath the other disrupted guy. This guy on top. Okay. That's my class 1. That's my class 2. They're disrupted. Now I just gotta bomb the snot out of them. They're revealed. That's the best I could do. I don't know if I next turn. Well, these guys are disrupted, so next turn they're just gonna continue getting hit. So, can I close combat and then barrage? I know I can barrage and then close combat. I don't see why not. I'm not in the position. Alright, pausing again. I didn't realize this. So, a hex cannot be both barraged and attacked in the same action phase. A hex, this is a typo, a close combat can still be conducted in a hex that was either barraged or attacked in that same phase. I thought you couldn't close combat and attack in the same phase. But but it's just barrage and attack. Close combat you can do whether it's been barraged or attacked, but it seems like the close combat comes afterwards. Close combat can still be conducted in a hex that was either barraged or attacked in that same phase. So I guess the ruling is that no, I cannot barrage these guys this phase. So I've got to try to... I can't really move in anywhere else. Can I? Can I? I mean, I could try to close combat those guys, but again, I don't... I don't know how wise that would be. But I can't let these blue guys just sit here. I can't get anyone there, though. Alright, 328s, 328s. I can't really maneuver around without disrupting anybody. Right, because I got two heavy weapons here. I can bump the heavy weapons back. Then I could kamikaze in with these guys. But they would take muff. One, two. They would take muff moving here. So let's do this. Let's move my heavy weapons in. I know that it's a chance that they will get hit. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to move these heavy weapons back. Let's move the one unit here. That way I can jump in with these guys next turn. Alright. Whoa. Flip my HQ over here. Alright. Let's do this though. That's right. Do I want to keep anybody back in the third just so I can divide the artillery up? I think I want to do that. I think I want to... Although, yeah, it won't really matter if they get disrupted back here. They get disrupted back there. So let's just go ahead and move all these guys across the line. Right here. Okay. I don't like that this red... Now I'm looking at this going, man, why did I let this red backfill? But... Alright, well, we're in business with these guys. I'm going to get torn up a little bit, but I think all in all, things could be worse. I don't know. Yep, okay. Alright. That I think is it. That I think is all I can do at this stage. I could possibly move a couple of units closer, but again, I don't know how wise that is. You know what? Yeah, let's just move this guy over to here. He's free. Black and red can't hit him. There's no muff. So, just to get another guy closer, just because I can. Yeah, where's the guys he's commanding though? Where's the 324s? Where's the 324? Oh, that's a 4th division. That's the guy I meant to pull off. So no, he comes this way. Never mind, he comes that way. My bad. Yeah, actually, before the one moves up, yeah, I mean, I'll just flip them back and forth so that this guy was able to move here. Alright, so now I will remove the rest of my 4th division. This guy, I hate to take the officer off, but I gotta do what I gotta do to get some points. So this is the rest of 4th division. This is my my 324s, which is my hero group here. This is my 225 officer. And these two are 123s, badly beat up. And they'll go here. And then I'm going to heal them, do my full healing with them on the night phase. And I realized that once again I was filming down instead of up. So, yeah, what did I do? After the close combat, I moved these guys over the line so that there's nobody in second division or second sector anymore. I took all my 4th division off, moved them up there, put them all in their respective stacks. And that's all I can do. I could... These guys, the 326s haven't moved yet, or did they? I don't know. These guys are twisted and these guys aren't. I have a feeling I did move those guys. This guy, his buddies are disrupted. What loses disruptions this turn? It's the green, so they got disrupted this turn. How did they get disrupted? What did I do to disrupt them? Oh, they got hit by the blue? Yeah, I guess they got hit by the blue. That's what it was, the circles. Yeah. And then these guys too got disrupted this turn, so this guy will lose his disruption up here. And I think that's it. Everybody else was disrupted this turn. Okay, good. Got a couple minutes left on this. This has been a longer turn than the last few just because I've done more down here. Alright, so Japanese artillery phase. There's nobody left in second sector. I bumped off one more artillery in here. There was no artillery down there. And so that is down to 21. Plus 5 from there is 26. I got 8, so that's 3 units that get hit, but I'll disrupt 2 stacks of more than 3. I'll disrupt these guys again, or more than 2, just because they're not moving. And I guess I'll disrupt their buddies here. And that should work. Alright, no raids, everybody's within 2 of more than 2. So we're good there. So that's it. That's the end of the turn. Boom.